Night. The wind howls through broken trees. Sparks dance from a lonely campfire in the ruins of an abandoned industrial zone. A small group of young stalkers sits in a half circle, silent and tense. Across from them sits Gray, an old, scarred stalker, with a weathered coat and piercing, tired eyes. He sharpens a rusty combat knife as the fire crackles. Young Stalker 1, nervously. Gray, is it true what they say about the Bloodwoods? That nobody ever comes back? Gray chuckles, his voice deep and rough like gravel. Gray, nobody comes back, unless they know how to bargain with death itself. The young stalkers exchange uneasy glances. Young Stalker 2, so, you've been there? Gray stops sharpening the knife, stares into the flames for a long moment, then begins his story. Fade into the past. Rain lashes against the ruins. Gray, younger but already hardened, moves silently through the skeletal remains of a factory complex. His Geiger counter ticks faster with every step. Gray, old, years ago, before the zone swallowed half the continent, I went into the Bloodwoods looking for an artifact called the Heart of Chernaya. They said it could cure radiation sickness, make a man untouchable. He crouches near a collapsed tunnel, listening. Strange whispers drift on the wind, impossible to locate. His partner, Keller, a nervous rookie, follows closely. Keller, Gray, something's wrong. Gray, coldly, something's always wrong here. Keep moving. They enter the Bloodwoods. Twisted, blackened trees stretch like claws into a misty sky. The ground bubbles in strange, unnatural shapes. Suddenly, Keller's boot sinks and he freezes. Keller, I can't move. Gray's eyes widen. He pulls out a bolt from his pocket and tosses it forward. The bolt vanishes mid-air, sucked into nothingness with a soft, wet pop. An anomaly. Gray whispers, "Step exactly where I step, or you'll disappear like that bolt." They carefully maneuver through the deadly invisible traps, but Keller's breathing grows faster and faster. Then, a low, guttural growl echoes through the woods. Keller, tell me, that's the wind? Gray, that's no wind. Out of the mist emerges a mutant, half wolf, half something unspeakable, its flesh twisted and glowing faintly. Gray raises his rifle, and Gray this closely. In the zone, you don't always fight to win. Sometimes, you fight to survive one more breath. Gunfire, screams. The sound fades into static. Later, Gray and Keller finally reach the artifact, a pulsating red stone levitating above a nest of black roots. Keller's hands tremble as he reaches for it. Gray, don't. We don't know what it does. Keller glares back, desperation in his eyes. Keller, I didn't come here to leave empty-handed. Suddenly, Keller aims his pistol at Gray. There's a tense silence. Gray, oh, out here, greed kills more stalkers than mutants ever could. Before Keller can pull the trigger, the roots beneath him come alive, dragging him screaming into the ground. The artifact falls into Gray's hand. Back at the campfire, Gray pauses, staring into the flames, his face illuminated by orange light. The young stalkers are pale, captivated and horrified. Young Stalker 1, did you keep it? The Heart of Chernaya? Gray slowly opens a small, rusted tin box. Inside, wrapped in cloth, lies a faintly glowing stone. The young stalkers lean closer. Gray, kept it I. But every time I hold it, I hear Keller screaming. He snaps the box shut, his tone suddenly cold and final. Gray, lesson 1, boys. The zone doesn't forgive. It only remembers. The wind howls. Somewhere in the darkness, an inhuman scream echoes faintly. The young stalkers shiver, fade to black. The campfire has burned down to embers. The young stalkers sleep, curled in their worn sleeping bags. Gray sits alone, cleaning his rifle, the small rusted tin box beside him. The faint glow of the artifact pulses softly through the cracks of its lid. Behind Gray, a shadow moves silently, It's young Stalker 2, the restless one with greedy eyes. Young Stalker 2 whispers to himself, "One little stone, and I'll never have to risk my life here again." He carefully reaches for the tin box. Just as his fingers graze it, Gray speaks without turning his head. "Gray, I wouldn't do that, kid." The young Stalker freezes, but his breathing quickens. Young Stalker 2, you said it yourself. This thing can make a man untouchable. Why should you keep it all for yourself? Gray finally turns his head, his eyes reflecting the dying fire. There's no anger, just an infinite tiredness. "Gray, you think Keller didn't say the same thing?" There's a long, tense silence. Then, suddenly, a distant, bone-chilling roar cuts through the night. The ground trembles faintly. Young Stalker 1, waking up, terrified. What the hell was that? Before anyone can react, the artifact in the tin box begins to glow brighter and brighter, humming with a low, vibrating sound. Strange ripples distort the air around them. Gray whispers, "No, not now." From the darkness beyond the firelight, figures begin to emerge, pale, twisted, half-human silhouettes, their faces warped and unrecognizable. One of them looks like Keller. Young Stalker 2, horrified. "Gray, those aren't real, right?" Gray, coldly. The zone remembers. One of the creatures lets out a distorted, agonized scream and rushes toward the camp. Chaos erupts. Young Stalkers grab their rifles, firing blindly into the night. The artifact's glow becomes blinding. In the chaos, Gray grabs the tin box and hurls it deep into the woods. As soon as it vanishes into the darkness, the creatures dissolve into black mist. Silence falls. The young Stalkers stand frozen, breathing heavily. Gray walks past them, his silhouette outlined by the rising moon. Gray, without looking back. Lesson 2. Boys, he shoulders his rifle and disappears into the shadows. Gray, and depose. Out here, nothing's yours. Not your life, not your loot, not even your memories. The zone takes back everything. Fade to black. The faint hum of the artifact echoes in the distance.